Hi guys, it's Heather, and today is a Wednesday, but it's not weigh-in Wednesday this time. I decided a couple of weeks ago, well, at the beginning of the year, that I would weigh in 3 weeks a year, but I wouldn't weigh in, during weeks when my weight might be wildly fluctuating due to water weight. And so I'm just going to wait, and I decided that since we're so close to the end of the month, I will just do my last weigh-in on January 31st, and then that'll be, I'll do a monthly total of how I'm doing, but everything is going really well. I'm eating very much on my plan, and so I thought instead of doing a weigh-in Wednesday today, I just wanted to talk about persistence. And what I wanted to say about that is that you guys know that I've struggled a lot. Okay, started out at 436 pounds. I've taken off more than 100 pounds like 3 different times in my life. This time has been my most successful. I have over 200 pounds off, but I still have 300, pounds total that I want to achieve. So I have just under 100 pounds that I still have to take off. And I've had some serious stumbles, excuse me, cold's not completely gone, or the flu. I'm getting over the remnants of the flu. I still have that little tickle in my throat, especially this week. I've been training, and so I've been talking for 4 hours at a time, and so please forgive my kind of worn out voice. But what I was saying is that, I've had some serious falls on the road to trying to get this right. And some of them I was just devastated by, completely devastated. There's a video that I posted called Kicked Out of Wonderland. You are going to see a devastated person in that video, right? It's going to, I was just, lower than the belly button on a snake that day. And every time I look back at those kinds of situations where I was so discouraged, I know that I could have given up. I could have just said, forget it. I'm just going to learn to be happy with myself at my current size, or I'm just going to, what's the use? I'm not going to be able to do this. I'm not capable. I could have made an excuse or talked myself out of going on, or just felt too discouraged to be able to continue. And each time, no matter how hard it was, I made myself get back and try again. And I'm not sharing that to say, wow, I'm so awesome that I got back to it. If anything, sometimes I'm disgusted that I've had to start over so many times, because I do know people who, figured it out, started plant-based eating, got into their right-sized body, and didn't have any trouble. At least it looked like that on the surface. But I feel like there are a lot more people like me that get it, I'm going to say, almost right. We get it right until we get it wrong, And I really do like the saying that you can only say no to the first bite. After that, it's got you. And so I have had a lot of situations where I didn't say no to the first bite, and then I struggled mightily to get back, kicking and screaming and, crying and just carrying on, but kicking my way back to transformation and kicking my way back toward trying again. So if I had given up any of those times, I would not be where I am now, which is, couple 100 pounds off my body that didn't need to be there anymore. And I thank myself so much for trying again. I forgive myself for being imperfect. Lisa Nichols is one of my favorite speakers, and she says, Thank you, God, for using this imperfect child to help your other imperfect children. And that is my sincere wish, is that if I can help anybody um, in my imperfection, in my struggles, maybe if you also sometimes struggle and you need encouragement, maybe seeing me kick and scream and get back there will be helpful for you, or will be helpful for someone. That's what I'm hoping. You know, they say God never wastes a hurt. Nothing that you're going through is in vain, because either you're going to learn from it or somebody else can learn from it. And I like to think, if you can't be a great example, be a terrible warning. So at least there's some kind of purpose for me and for the stuff I've been through. And so I just want to encourage you, if you are struggling, if you started out the new year with all the great intentions and you set your goals and you started out just doing awesome, and it's already over, you're already struggling and back to where you were, or just reality hit, it's not going to be as easy as you thought it was going to be. Now is the time to dig in your heels and double down and keep trying, keep doing it. Progress comes to those who won't accept anything else. You can either have your excuses or your achievements, but you can't have both. You get exactly what you won't settle for less than. And so for me, the thing that happened to me is, once I gave over the foods that were giving me so much struggle, and I said, absolutely no more, never, never, just not going to have it, not even going to have a bite of it. Since I gave all that to God, for me, you guys probably already know, it's animal products, it's sugar, it's processed food, alcohol, although I didn't have a problem with it, I know I can't have it, and flour and any kind of baked goods, all that kind of stuff. I have to eat really simple, and I have to mostly just eat fruits and veggies. And once I gave that all to God and just said, I am never going to eat that again, this peace came over me, and that struggle just went away. I just don't want it anymore. I don't even think about it. Every once in a while I might look at something and it might look good to me, but that's not my food anymore. And I'm okay with that. I went through a period before I came to that acceptance where I did, mourn the things I couldn't have, or just, why is it that what makes me the most happy is the very thing I'm not allowed to have, but that is a really immature way of looking at it, because I can also look at it as, thank goodness, thank God, the one problem that I have is something that is so easily solved just by completely avoiding what I have a problem with. And when I do completely avoid it, I have a peaceful brain, I have a happy brain, I feel good in my body doesn't hurt, I feel good in my attitude, I feel happy and peaceful. And it took a long time and many, many mess ups to get there. And if I had quit at any point, I wouldn't have gotten there. I wouldn't have that peace that I feel right now. So just please don't give up. Please don't give up. You might have hundreds of pounds to take off, and you might be like, it is going to be so hard and take so long, and I feel so frustrated and I failed so many times. None of that matters. All that matters is this time. All your other times were practice for this time. You might have, what if Thomas Edison had stopped? They say that it took Thomas Edison 1,000 tries before he made the first light bulb. What if he stopped at 796? I mean, nobody could fault him. They could say, well, 796 tries is a lot of tries, but we'd all be sitting with kerosene lamps or something. We wouldn't have, or somebody else would have had that accomplishment and not him. So my word of encouragement to you today is just please don't stop trying. Please don't give up on yourself. Um, your best days might be ahead of you. And I also wanted to let you know that I've been thinking about the importance of getting motivation every single day, and I'd like to do a book club. And it might be, I was thinking of calling it Brain Food because it might be a book I'm reading that I want to share with you that I find particularly helpful, or, um, a documentary that you could watch or we could watch together, or um, some other, some YouTuber or something like that. So I want to start sharing some brain food with you, and so I want to do my first one of those on Friday. So brain food, motivation, food for thought, next this coming Friday, and then next week on the 31st, I will do my end of month weigh-in and tell you how I'm doing. In the meantime, if you've given up, hey, today's a good day to get started again, isn't it? You could feel so much better in such a short amount of time. You will blow your own mind how much better you will feel. And today's a great day to get started. I'm just saying. Hope you have a great one. Take care. Bye-bye.